From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other side, Ryan, I just...
Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. And it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 59 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Allen to Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Airing one out for Crowder. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On play action, now Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, they're found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Here's Watson. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But, you know, the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make. And that way you try and get his confidence back up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen will try again on second down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Allen now on first down. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Allen now looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Jamison Crowder. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Open man, here is Cobb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped here. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and goal. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Yeah, they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set to go again on the offensive side, Randall Cobb works his way back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out come the Bills. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Rodgers, that one into the hands of Watkins downfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. Now Allen again. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph on my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that them don't know that.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one swung out here to Jones. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, 85 yards. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense. They had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he'll get this out wide to Singletary. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 30. First and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A check down here to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes, my calculator's not going that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On third down, they go with Singletary. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 21-0 our score after 1. The Bills with a Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Automatic 1st down.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
I would think so. Maybe because they might go for it again.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Well, here's his second down throw. Completion here now, 3rd and 2. Allen to throw once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 58 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to run forward with Jones. And he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. You know, we're talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. But the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to run for it with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Devin Singletary's in his 4th year in Buffalo, and he's coming off career best in carries and yards, and he's hoping that 2022 is the year that Buffalo runs it to his first 1,000-yard season.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards there and a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Preston Smith there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
They run here with Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles. But
and a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
2nd down at 4.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Allen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but use it. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 88 yards. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Rodgers throwing here.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.